This is our 2001 AU XR8. We got this in 2006. It's been in our shed. Must be 4 years. What we got? We did 3 car shows. The TFCC, Tasmania Ford Car Club, which started from a Facebook parts group for Fords. My friend Barney said, "You should start up a club." So we started up a club. And we done a few all Ford days. That was the last time this thing was registered. So it's been in the shed since then. Got a bit of shed dust on it. So it's all original. I think it's just 219,000 Ks. Slotted and drilled rotors in front and rear. Going to be doing a few jobs on it to get it registered in the next few days, because we sold the Beetle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out our videos. We had a Beetle before. So I did have a silver one as well, which I think was flooded at some stage, maybe because it had all new interior, so the seats and everything came out of that and went into this one, because this one pretty much raised our 3 kids. So this one's got new carpet now. I put a factory stereo back in it, so my buttons and everything work again. The engine and everything I haven't done anything to. So as you can see, it's neat inside, and in just in the last month or so sitting here, that happened. Roof lining dropped. So I'll do a video on how to fix the roof lining for everyone. This has had all new Superpro bushes in the back, so the whole back end's practically brand new. I brought a press, super cheap press. Sorry, I don't want to film all my shed, so I'm just filming the floor. That press, one of the most scary inventions ever built. Put a bit of pressure on that. I'll use that and like a little cheap oxy torch type thing. And when you get to the big pressure moments, I was throwing a big thick blanket over the top of it to hide the blanket and max out the press. Managed to do the whole front end except for one bush that I just couldn't get out. So I took that to a friend, Must Love Cars in Burnie. He knocked her out for me. He's got like a 50-ton press or something. I don't know, a lot more than what I had. So I still got Superpro bushes here to go in. The biggest trouble was the diff bushes for the AU. The Superpro don't actually make one, but you can get BA bushes to go in there. So I used, excuse the junk, this press and like a wind out press kit, which I can't see at the minute. I'm not feeling all the stuff in the shed, but so yeah, I've got a wind out press kit off eBay, which pretty much done most of the work. So I got that off eBay. The one that I had trouble with, as I said, I had to get a friend with a bigger press. I actually snapped one of them, which was a lot of pressure. Went off pretty well. So yeah, that thing there is handy as. I've done all the rear suspension, a whole lot was done. Repainted the cradle, took the whole cradle out. Didn't muck around, made it all pretty much brand new. Painted calipers red while I was there. I used to have them silver, but yeah, I did them red. It's not much point filming that because you can't see much. But anyway, where I am now is the smart lock is actually preventing it from going. This has happened twice. So I had the whole steering column out. I had to take out the clutch pedal because it was twisted, and reinforce the whole clutch and brake pedal box. So I did that, and since I did that, I had a problem with smart lock coming on. Well, it's not smart lock, it's, can't think of what it's called in these. But anyway, that little hand flashes and you turn the key on and the T comes up. A couple of times I managed to disconnect the wire and loom and I got it to go. And then another time I left the key in it for over half an hour, 60 minutes or something, with the ignition on. And they said you do that with the older Falcons, but it actually worked for this one, I don't know why. And now I'm back to put a new battery in because we're just about to register it. I've disconnected all the wire and looms now. I'll have to have a look under there and disconnect another couple and see if when I put it all back together if it'll fire or not, instead of just a little hand flashing at me. But even though I've disconnected most of the wire and loom, still got that little hand there flashing, which is only flashing slow now. Before it was flashing really fast. When I turn the ignition on, nothing's happening because the most of it's disconnected underneath. Hopefully I'll put it all back together and it will go, so we can get it to the locksmith and get the keys reprogrammed, get the ignition talking to the computer again with any luck. So hook the battery back up, or hooked up all the wire and looms. Pretty much had everything I could see disconnected, and this is what we've got. We've got fast flashing hand. So ignition off, hand slows down, ignition on, hit the key, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That's not what we want. We want a rumble and sound. So one time, this has happened like 3 times. I had it so it was running, and then a mate turned up and he wanted the steering wheel, so I've been meaning to put this steering wheel on, so I'm like, yeah, alright. We took the old steering wheel off and I gave it to him and then chucked this one on, and unfortunately I disconnected the battery while I did it, and when I put it back on, this one won't go. So like I said, one time I did, sorry about the focus, one time I did leave the ignition on like this for like an hour, and I came and sat in it and it started. So that's what I'm going to do now. I've tried that again since and it didn't work. It's got a brand new battery now, and we'll see, give it an hour, we'll see what happens. So this is getting ready to go over the pits. Like I said, it's got new tyres, new back end, the exhaust has been cut off at the back of the cats. I did make a trim piece over here because that's not the factory dash pad. I think before we brought it, something happened with the dash, so they replaced the dash pad and there was 2 holes behind here. So I made up that trim to cover them up, which took a bit more effort than what you'd think. So to do jobs are the roof lining, that's going to be done. The rest of it's all neat, just that bit. Now I've got a left hand indicator out. It's going to get a new twin 2.5 inch exhaust system, high flow cats. That little indicator down there doesn't work, I've got to fix that. The park light in that headlight doesn't work. I think that's everything I have to do. The easy stuff. This is what I've got to go in it. I've got way too tough rack ends, eBay special. Don't know if they're any good, but we'll put them in and find out. I've got rack mount kit, shock mount kit. I'll show you the part numbers on these, I suppose, so you can see them. Because the amount of time that went into researching all the bushes and that to get to replace, if you look at the kits on eBay, generally they don't cover every bush. So if you want to buy, it'll say complete front end bush kit, and if you go to the Superpro website and match up, you'll find that there's bushes missing. So it took me ages to actually get all the bushes that you're supposed to have. So we've got front, lower, inner control arms. Part number there. This is for 2001 AU IRS. Not that the front end matters, I don't think. AU upper inner control arm. Rack mount kit. Suspension parts, shock mount kit. And we got, oh, camera just shit itself. Sway bar bushers. We got these big boys. Doesn't look like there's a part number. So I'm pretty sure they're lower inner control arm bushers. Even though it doesn't say it on there. Don't know there's a part number. I'll just open the bag and see for you. Alright, so here we go. This will give you part numbers. I think they're lower control arm bushers. That's got all the numbers for you. And I've got, I think they're way too tough tie rod ends. I've got eBay special greasable upper and lower control arm ball joints. Well, I just figure if you can grease them yourself, they're going to last longer. It's got new ones in it, but I just thought, fuck it, while I'm doing it, let's just do it properly. New oxygen sensors. So I'll be keeping the original headers because they're in good nick. Unfortunately, the cats are welded directly onto the end of them, but old mate Antonio's going to sort that out for me. Same guy that done the press for me at Must Love Cars in Burnie. And I got oil filter. I'll be running Penrite 10W50, auto trans fluid for the 5-speed. I've got a couple of those because I only use Penrite generally. This car's only ran Penrite since 2006, since I got it. I always service it myself, and I'll find the original book. Each time I service it, I just chuck the old service tag in there. So we got it. 142,000, 131,000 Ks it had on it when we first got it. 2007. So I did fill them out a few times, and then I thought, nah, we'll just put the stickers in, mate. So it's on 219 now, and the 221 is there, so it'll get a service and everything before it's registered as well. And I think that's about it. I will say, if you're going to go to the trouble of doing the bushes, it takes a fair bit of work. Like, when you're using the equipment that I had, it actually took me a few days. Plus, I pulled it apart bit by bit, the diff out, the whole lot, resprayed everything, so it was like brand new. But the movement in the wishbones with the Superpro, the difference, like when I undid everything, you struggle to lift a wishbone up or down, but once you put the Superpro in and it's lubricated, it's like, how do you explain it? It just glides. So your wishbones have just got lots of movement, like smooth as. So I have driven it since, and I thought there was actually problems with the front end, even though we've pretty much gone through it except for the sway bar bushes previously. But just changing the Superpro bushes in the back end made it like a new car. It's like a completely different car to drive. So we've got adjustable, I'm not sure if they're KYB shocks in the front, which the adjustments on the top there, which I could do a new rubber bush for around there too, look, so I better get some of those sorted out. And the other adjustments underneath that tank, which I'm going to get a new tank hopefully as well. So yeah, that's about it. Lots of jobs to do. I'll knock up a few videos for you all installing these. I'll just show you guys one side, and and how to fix the roof line, and that will do later. So as I said, wife sold a Beetle, so we're down to one car for work, the old Challenger, and pinching the son's car for a week. Not overly phased about getting this thing ready in time, like it's pretty much a day or two's work. I'm not doing the exhaust, so old mate's doing that. But the main thing that's worrying me is the whole ignition thing. The missus does need her car, so she'll be driving this, so I'll be driving the Challenger. Yeah, hopefully when they recode the key, we'll end up with the car that goes. So a little bit nervous about that, although at the end of the day it's only money in it, I suppose, so it's just got to be, hopefully it goes easy, hopefully we don't need a new computer or anything like that. From what I've read so far, I don't think we do, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll keep you updated with a few short clips. This one's dragging out a bit, but yeah, a little bit nervous about the whole ignition thing. But if we can jump that hurdle, then the rest will go together fairly sweet. So it'll go into town for the ignition to get done, or we'll call them out. So I can't put it on a trailer like it is. Then it'll go in for the exhaust, Antonio's. Then we'll send it out to another local business to get a wheel alignment, and then take it up to another place to get the pit pass, and hopefully she'll be daily driver cruising around Burnie. Alright, happy days.